Good day, everyone. We are Group Innovate Hub, and today we'll be presenting our project, the Reverse Recipe App. My name is Alyssa Mohammed, and today with me are my lovely group members, Daria Sankar, Shari Wildly, and also Sudit Sidyat. So, let's start with the problem that we're addressing. I would like you to walk with me through the scenario. How many of us has opened our fridge, seen a bunch of ingredients, and still had absolutely no idea what to cook? That's exactly our problem our project tackles. Most recipe applications today require you to know what dish you want to make, requires you to search for a recipe, go buy ingredients, but what about the ingredients you already have at home? This gap leads to unused ingredients being thrown away, increased food wastage, and a whole lot of frustration when it comes to meal planning. People either end up ordering takeout or tossing away food, and that's a real everyday problem. Now, who is our target audience, or who does this affect? Honestly, a wide range of people. Our primary users are home cooks who just want to make a simple meal from what they have on hand. We're also targeting individuals with dietary restrictions or allergies who need recipe suggestions tailored to their needs. Then there are busy professionals or students who don't have the time to make elaborate meals. And beginner cooks who simply need that extra guidance and step-by-step guide. On the stakeholder side, though, we have end users themselves, both registered and guest users, as well as administrators who manage the content on the platform, IT personnel handling maintenance and support, and developers keeping the system running and up to date. So, how does our system solve this? The Reverse Recipe app flips a traditional recipe search on its head. Instead of searching for a dish and then buying the ingredients, users simply input the ingredients they already have, and the system suggests suitable recipes you can make right now. What makes the solution significant is how personalized and practical it is. The system accounts for dietary restrictions, personal preferences, and what's actually in your kitchen.
My name is Shari Wiley, and I will be presenting on the major functional and non-functional requirements of the app and the overall design of the proposed system. The major functional requirements of the proposed Reverse Recipe app focus on what the system is designed to do for the user. First, the app should allow users to create an account and log in securely, while also offering a guest mode with limited access. Users should be able to enter the ingredients they currently have either manually or by selecting from a list. Based on this input, the system will generate a list of possible recipes they can prepare. If there's no exact match, the app should suggest recipes that use most of the ingredients and clearly indicate what is missing. In addition, users should be able to save recipes, add them to a favorites list, rate them, and leave reviews. The system should also support filtering based on dietary preferences and allergies, ensuring that users receive safe and relevant suggestions. Furthermore, registered users should be able to upload their own recipes, while administrators can monitor content and remove anything inappropriate. These features work together to support the main goal of the app, which is to help users make most of the ingredients they already have and reduce food waste. The non-functional requirements describe how well the system should perform. The app should be easy to use with a simple and intuitive interface so that users can navigate it without difficulty. It should be able to be accessed on both web and mobile devices and should support offline access for saved recipes. Security is also important, so user data and passwords must be protected through encryption. Additionally, the system should provide fast results, be reliable during use, and be scalable to support a large number of users. A modular design should also be used to allow for easy updates and future improvements. In terms of the overall design, the system will follow a client-server architecture. The front end will handle everything the user interacts with, such as entering ingredients, viewing recipes, and managing their profile. The back end will handle the core functionality, including matching ingredients to recipes, processing user data, and managing reviews. All the information will be stored in a database, including user accounts, recipes, and saved items. This design ensures that the system is organized, secure, and flexible, making it suitable for future expansion.
Hello, my name is Dario Sanka, and I'll be covering the testing and risk management sections of our proposed reverse recipe app. To validate the proposed system, user acceptance testing was planned around the core use cases identified during requirements gathering. Test scenarios were designed based on real user interactions, specifically that the user can input available ingredients and receive accurate recipe suggestions, that dietary filters correctly exclude restricted items, and that allergy filtering includes any recipe containing a user's specified allergens. These scenarios were derived from a stakeholder interview conducted with Ms. Sharida Mohammed, and acceptance criteria were established to confirm each high-priority use case behaves as expected from the end-user perspective. 15 risks were identified across three categories: project, product, and business. The most critical was the allergy filter failing, greatly catastrophic in effect. The strategy was avoidance, implementing dedicated testing and displaying a safety disclaimer to users. The data breach exposing sensitive user was mitigated through AES 256 encryption and regular security audits. From a project perspective, scope creep was addressed by freezing requirements after planning and introducing a formal change request process. Overall, early risk identification ensured the most critical threats were assigned clear mitigation strategies before development began. Hello.
Hi, my name is Suel Silut, and in this presentation, I'll cover two key areas for our reverse recipe mobile app: cost estimation and interface design. Specifically, I'll walk through our Kokomo 2 analysis and the 5 main screens that define the user experience. On cost, we use Kokomo 2 with a size estimate of 3,100 lines of code. Key factors included low precedent due to the novel reverse recipe search, high development flexibility, very low process maturity as a student team, remote tool coordination, and a fixed 10-week deadline. The tool calculated 12.8 person months of effort and a total cost of $63,750. However, our project is only 10 weeks with 4 people, providing just 9.2 person months. This means our planned scope exceeds what we can realistically deliver. On interfaces, we assigned 5 main screens. First, the login screen for sign up or guest access. Second, the ingredient input screen where users type ingredients that appear as removable chips. Third, the recipe results screen showing ranked matches with filters for dietary needs. Fourth, the recipe detail screen with cooking instructions, ingredient lists, and missing items highlighted. Fifth, the favorite screen for saved recipes. Navigation flows from the login to ingredient input to results to detail to favorites. This concludes my part of the overview.